Hello dear students. So now in this particular session we are going to discuss the questions of mathematics of Telangana state. Okay. So you can see here there are total 50 questions in this particular paper, and let's start with the question number 1 is what? There is a matrix A and there is one equation, and they're saying that if we are going to evaluate this, so AI plus BA whole square is equals to A, then we need to find out what would be the value of B to the power 4. So let's see, we know that the matrix A is this one. So just put up that value here and try to identify the value of AI plus BA whole square. Then let's see what exactly the output is here. Okay. So first of all, we need to compute the value of AI plus BA. Okay. So let's see. There is a I is what? I is nothing, it is an identity matrix. So 1 0 0 1 plus BA. A matrix is given here 0 1 minus 1 0. So on evaluating this, on computing this, this gives you A0 0A, and this gives you 0 B minus B 0. When we are taking addition between them, so it is what? AB minus BA. So that would be the result. Now we need to take a whole square of this. So whole square of this is equals to what? They are saying that this is equals to what? This is equals to A. So let's see, when we are computing whole square of this, means we need to multiply this matrix with itself. So AB minus BA multiply with again AB minus BA. So let's see, this row multiply with this column. So this is A square minus B square. Then this row with that column. So this is AB minus BA. Can we say that this value, this term is what? Is nothing. It's simply this multiply by with that, and that's B multiply with what? A. Okay. Now see here, addition between them. Minus B with this, so minus BA plus minus BA, and minus BB, this is minus B square plus A square. So ultimately the result is somehow look like this: A square minus B square, this is 2AB, this is minus 2AB, and this is again A square minus B square. And they are saying that this is equals to what? A is again the same matrix. So this is equals to what? 0 1 minus 1 0. Now with the help of that, we can see here, it's clear cut that the value of A minus B square equals to 0, means A square equals to B square. With the help of this we can say that. And here 2AB equal to 1, 2AB equal to 1. So it's clear that the value of AB equals to 1 by 2. Okay. Now there is one equation that says that A square equals to B square, and there is another there is another equation that says that AB equal to 1 by 2. Okay. Now with the help of that, can we find the value? So see, with the help of this, what we can say, either A equals to B or A equals to minus B, both conditions are going to satisfy. Okay. Let's see, if we are going to put A equal to B here, so B square gives you 1 by 2. We need to compute the value of B to the power 4. So we are taking whole square of this. So it become 1 by 4. So can we go with the answer 1 by 4? So here simply you can go with the answer D, that is 1 by 4. Okay. Now see here, the next question is, there is a matrix A, that the terms of that matrix is what we can say trigonometry functions are there: cos theta sin theta 0, minus sin theta cos theta 0, 0 0 1 is equal to f of theta. Then they are asking you what would be the value of A inverse. If you are taking inverse of this, then what would be the value of this particular? Okay. So in this 3 cross 3 matrix, if we are going to just watch over this particular upper 2 cross 2 matrix. Okay. So this upper 2 cross 2 matrix is simply a rotational matrix. Is nothing, it is simply a rotation matrix. Okay, just to focus over the cos theta sin theta minus sin theta cos theta, that would be the rotation matrix. Okay, So rotation matrix means what? If we are going to say that this is rotation matrix R theta, so you just remember one identity here for the rotational matrix. For the rotational matrix R theta, okay, we can say that when we are taking inverse of that rotational matrix, so it is equivalent with what? R of minus theta. Okay, so that would be the property of rotational matrix. If you are taking this, then it gives you that answer, and this is equivalent with what? It is simply cos theta minus sin theta, cos theta minus sin theta, cos theta, like that. Okay, so similarly we can say that in this particular matrix, if this is the rotational matrix and the result is this, so if that whole matrix is representing by the f theta, then A inverse is what? It's simply minus f of minus theta. So you can go with answer 2. Are you getting that point? So second is your answer, simply we can say. Now see the another question. There are 3 linear equations. They are asking you the question, after solving the linear equation, what would be the value of yz by x? So first of all, we need to compute the value of x, y and z, and then we can find out this. Okay, so we are having 3 equations. X plus y plus z is equals to 2. X minus y plus z is equals to 2. Okay, now see here. So see, supposed to be that would be the equation number 1, and this is the equation number 2. If I am going to subtract from first equation to second equation, I am doing the minus sign. This is negative, negative, negative become positive, this is negative, and this is negative. So x cancel out, y plus y become 2y, z to z cancel out, 2 minus 2 becomes 0. So the value of y is what? This one says that the value of y is what? It's a 0. This way. Okay. Here is the value 6, not 0. Here is the x plus y plus z plus equals to 6 is there. Okay, so that's why I need to write 6 here. Okay, now do the subtraction. So x to x cancel out, y plus y become 2y, z to z cancel out, 6 minus 2 become 4. So with the help of that we can say that the value of y is what? It's 2. So y is computed by this. Let's see here. Now we are having an equation x minus c. The value of y is 2, we know that thing. Now x minus y plus z, and x minus y plus z equals to 2, and the third equation is what? 2x plus y minus z is equals to what? 1. If we are taking addition between these two directly, so x plus 2x become 3x, y to y cancel out, z to z cancel out, equals to what? 3. So with the help of that we can simply say that the value of x is what? 1. Now we know the value of y, we know the value of x. Put both the value in the equation number 1. So x is 1, y is 2, plus z is equals to 6. So with the help of that, can we say that the value of z is nothing, it is simply 3. Now put the value of x, y, z in this particular equation. So yz by x, y is 2, z is 3, x is 1. It gives you answer 6. So simply we can say that 6 is your answer. You can go with the third one. 6 is your answer. Okay. I hope it is clear to all of you. Let's move on the next question. Question number 4. If A and B are square matrix of order 3, means A is 3 cross 3 matrix, B is 3 cross 3 matrix, with determinant of A is 2 and determinant of B is minus 4, then what is the determinant of 2AB? Okay. So here you need to remember certain properties of matrix. If you want to find the determinant of AB, so it's simply determinant of A dot determinant of B. Okay. And if you need to find a determinant of KA, that is simply k to the power n determinant of A, where n is order. Where n is order. Let's see. We need to compute value of this. So determinant of 2A, AB. So supposed to be that would be a single matrix. So determinant. So 2 to the power n. N is what order? Order is what? It's 3. So 2 cube order of determinant of AB. Now determinant of AB we can calculate A into B. So 2 cube determinant of A dot determinant of B. 2 cube become 8. Determinant of A is 2 and determinant of B is minus 4. It gives you minus 64. So minus 64 is your answer. So simply you need to apply the property number 1 and property number 2. With the help of that you can easily identify the answer, and it's nothing but 64 in negative, means minus 64. Are you getting that point? So minus 64 is your answer. Let's move to the next question. If log square root 27x is equals to 8 by 3, then what is the value of x? Again we need to apply the property of log. See, this is what log square under root 27x equals to 8 by 3. Okay. So here what we can say, can we write log x by log square root 27 is equals to 8 by 3. Okay. So here log x is equals to log square root 27 multiply by 8 by 3. So we can say that log x is equals to log square root 27 to the power 8 by 3. Simply log m to the power n formula, log m log n become log n to the power m. Okay, we can cancel out log to log. So ultimately the value of x is simply, if we are going to compare left hand side and right hand side, the value of x is nothing, it is simply square root 27 and power is what? 8 by 3. Okay, so x is what? Square root 27. So 27 to the power 1 by 2 multiply by 8 by 3. We can cancel out this value, and what we can say for the 27, it is 3 cube multiply by 4 by 3. We can cancel out this. 3 raised to 4 is how much? It's nothing, it's simply 81. So it's a simple calculation. You need to do the calculation. You got your answer, and answer is nothing, it's simply 81. So you can go with answer 81. Are you getting that point? Let's move on the next question. Okay, now see, the next question is, we need to find the value of c plus d. So what we can say, simply we can take LCM on the right hand side and just compare the coefficient. We can easily identify the answer. So x cube divided by x minus 1 x plus 2. Here we can say that we can multiply by this 2 term to ax. So ax multiply by x minus 1 multiply by x minus 2. Okay. Or we can do one more thing. We can solve this simply. X minus 1 and x minus 2, just solve that. X minus 1 into x minus 2 is how much? X plus 2 is how much? X square minus x plus 2x minus 2. So this is x square plus x minus 2. So in ax we need to multiply by x square plus x minus 2. In b we need to multiply by x square plus x minus 2. In c we need to simply multiply by x plus 2. In d we need to simply multiply by x minus 1. Okay. Let's see. And divided by x minus 1 into x minus 2. Just cancel this term with that. Now we can compare the coefficient of above equation numerators, right hand side and left hand side. It gives you the exact result. Okay. And simply you can evaluate the value of c as well as the value of d. Okay. So let's see here. What we can say. X cube is equals to, here ax multiply with this, it become ax cube plus ax square minus 2ax plus bx square plus bx minus 2b plus cx plus 2c plus dx minus d is equals to 0. Now see, if we are going to compare the coefficient of x cube, so here the coefficient of x cube is a, here the coefficient of x cube is 1. So with the help of that we can say that the value of a become 1. Now compare the coefficient of x square. This is the coefficient of x square, this is what? A. Okay, a. And here coefficient is what? B. So a plus b. Now there is no coefficient of x square, is equals to what? 0. Now we know the value of a is 1, so value of b is minus 1. So with the help of that the value of b is minus 1. Now compare coefficient of x. So from this minus 2a, from this plus b plus c plus d is equals to 0. Now the value of a is 1, so this is minus 2. Value of b is minus 1, this is minus 1, plus c plus d equals to 0. So minus 2 minus 1 become how much? Minus 3. So c plus d is equals to what? It gives you 3. They're asking you the question, what is the value of addition of c plus d? So simply you can say that 3 is your answer, and it is given in the second option. Okay. Let's move to the next question. Sine square 33 minus sine square 57 divided by sine 21 minus cos 21. So we can apply the formula for sine square a minus sine square b. What is formula? So this is sine a plus b into sine a minus b divided by sine 21 minus cos 21. Now 33 plus 57 become 90, sine 90 degree become 1 only. Cos 33 minus 57 minus 24. So cos minus theta, sine minus theta becomes minus sine theta. So minus sine 24 divided by sine 21 minus cos 21. We can simply find out the value of sine 21 degree, sine 24 degree. We can put the value and we can easily get the answer. So you can see here the value of sine 24 degree is simply 0.4067. Value of sine 21 degree is simply 0.3584, and the value of cos 21 degree is nothing, it's simply 0.9336. Put that value here. So 0.4067 divided by 0.3584 minus 0.9336. On solving this, it approximately 0.707, and we can identify that value if we are taking 1 by square root 2, so it is equivalent with 0.0707. You can go with this answer. Got it? So that would be the way to find the final answer. Let's move to the next question. If a plus b equals to pi by 3, cos a plus cos b equals to 1. So what is the value of 3 cos a minus b? So simply we need to apply the formula for cos a plus cos b. What we can say? Cos theta, cos a plus cos b. What we can say? 2 cos a plus b by 2 and cos a minus b by 2 and cos a minus b by 2. As we know that would be the formula. Now it is given that a plus b is what? It's simply pi by 3. A plus b is what? Pi by 3. We can put that value here. So this is 2 cos pi by 3 and divide by 2. So it become pi by 6. So this is cos pi by 6. Cos a minus b divided by what? It's 2. Cos pi by 6 means cos 30 degree. What is the value of cos 30 degree? So cos pi by 6 is simply square root 3 by 2. Just put up that value here. As we know that this equation is equals to 1. So there is 1. So 1 equals to 2 multiplied by square root 3 by 2. 2 to 2 cancel out. This is cos a minus b by 2. This is cos a minus b by 2. Okay, so here what we can say, cos a minus b divided by 2 is equals to 1 by square root of what? 3. 1 by square root 3. We need to compute the value of 3 cos a minus b. Let's see. So just remember this term, cos a minus b by 2 equal to 1 by square root 3. Okay, on solving this complete, we got that concluding point. Just remember this. I will rewrite it here again. Cos a minus b by 2 is equals to 1 by square root 3. Okay, now we have an identity for cos a minus b is what? 2 cos square a minus b by 2 minus 1. Okay, so with the help of that 2, we know that cos a minus b by 2 equals to 1 by square root 3 whole square minus 1. So this become 2 by 3 minus 1. So minus 1 by 3. Now we need to we know that the value of this is what? So 3 multiply by, what is the cos a minus b? Minus 1 by 3. 3 to 3 cancel. So you got your final answer is minus 1. Okay. So simply with the help of that you can find the value of cos a minus b. Cos a minus b is minus 1 by 3, in which we can multiply by 3, and when we are doing multiplication with 3, it gives you answer minus 1. You can go with the first one is the correct answer. Let's move to the next question. If 2 tan inverse 2 by 3 is equals to tan inverse k, then we need to find out what would be the value of k. Okay. Just remember one standard identity is what? 2 tan inverse x is equals to tan inverse 2x upon 1 minus x square. Can we use that identity here? We need to compute this value. So 2 tan inverse 2 by 3, just assume that the value of x is what? 2 by 3. Put in this. So it is equal to tan inverse 2 into 2 by 3 divided by 1 minus 2 by 3 square means 4 by 9. Simply just compare this with that. So that would be the value of k. So k equals to what? 4 by 9. This is 9 minus 4 by 9. We can cancel out 9 to 9. This become 4 by 5. You can go with the answer. Sorry, this is 3. So 3 to 3. So this become 3. So 4 into 3, 12. So this become 12 by 5. So you can go with the answer 12 by 5. This is 2 into 2 by 3. So it become 4 by 3. 9 minus 4 divided by 9. So 3 to 9, we can say that it become 3 only. 3 3s are 9. So we can cancel out that. We can put 3 here. On solving this, this is 12 by 5. Now see, the next one is tan inverse 1 minus x upon 1 plus x is equals to 1 by 2 tan inverse x. Then what is the value of x? So here again we can use the identity, direct identity. Tan inverse 1 minus x upon 1 plus x is equals to pi by 4 minus tan inverse x. See, this one is equals to that. So just compare this with that. So that complete value is equals to what? 1 by 2 tan inverse x. Just send this equals to that. So pi by 4 equals to 1 by 2 tan inverse x plus tan inverse x. So this become 3 by 2 tan inverse x. So pi by 4 equals to 3 by 2 tan inverse x. This is 2. So this become pi by 6. Tan inverse x equals to pi by 6. So on solving this, what we can say, x equals to tan pi by 6. So x equals to 1 by square root 3. We can go with the answer second. So 1 by square root 3 is your answer. Are you getting the point? So simply we need to apply the trigonometry identity and we can easily identify the answer. Let's see. If cos hx is equals to 3 by 2, then what is the value of cos h2x? So just recall the formula. Cos h2x is equals to 2 cos h square x minus 1. We know the value of cos hx is what? 3 by 2. So 2 into 3 by 2 whole square minus 1. So 2 into 9 by 4 minus 1. So 9 by 2 minus 1. 7 by 2, you can go with answer second. That would be very easy question. So you can go with answer 7 by 2. Got it? Is it clear to all? Let's try the next one. Now see, the next question is square root 3 plus I by 2 whole raised to 6 plus square root 3 by 2 minus I whole raised to 6 equals to what? So first of all, to solve that particular question, we can say that here we need to find the simply value of this particular equation. So let us assume that z is square root 3 plus I by 2 and suppose z bar is square root 3 minus I by 2. So we can say that that equation becomes z raised to 6 plus z bar raised to 6, and we need to compute this value. So ultimately here z and z bar are what? They are the complex conjugates. Okay, so we need to compute the value of z raised to 6 plus z bar raised to 6. Here we can say that they are the complex conjugates and we need to find the addition of their even powers. Okay, so z to the power 6, that is even, z bar to the power 6, that is even. We need to do that and we need to find addition of this. Okay, now if you are writing polars of polar form of that particular equation, so what we can say, the modulus of z is simply what? So here we can convert that z to, like it is square root 3 by 2 plus 1 by 2i. So compare just this equation by a plus bi. Okay, so if we are going to find the modulus of z, then it is square root of a square plus b square. What is the value of a and what is the value of b? Is 1 by 2. So whole square is like that. So this is 3 by 4 plus 1 by 4 square root. So this become 4 by 4 square root 1. So 1. So with the help of that, what we can conclude, we can, if we are going to find the modulus of z, then it gives you the value 1. Okay. So let's see here. Modulus of z is equals to what? 1. Let's see. Now if we are finding the argument theta, so it is equals to what? Argument of z is equals to tan inverse 1 by square root 3. So how much it is? It become 30 degree, or we can say that is nothing, it is simply pi by 6. Okay, so the value of z is what? It is simply cos theta plus I sin theta. Okay, I sin theta, and we know that the value of theta is what? It's pi by 6 only, and this is equals to what? E to the power I pi by 6. Okay, so at the place of that theta we can put that value. So here it's pi by 6, here is also pi by 6. So this is pi by 6 and this is pi by 6. Okay, so this is equal to that and this equals to this. So ultimately if we want to find out z raised to 6, so it is nothing, it is simply e to the power I pi by 6 multiply by 6. So this is what? E raised to I pi, e raised to I pi. And if we are going to find value of z bar 6, so it is simply e to the power minus I pi by 6 multiply by 6. So this is simply e to the power minus I pi. This is simply e to the power minus I pi. when we are taking addition of this 2, so this is e to the power I pi plus e to the power minus I pi, because we need to compute addition of this, so we need to find result of this is equals to how much. So simply we can convert that by comparing this. We can say that this is what? It is simply cos of pi plus I sin pi plus for this cos of pi minus I sin pi. We can cancel out this term. Cos pi plus cos pi become 2 cos pi. Cos pi plus cos pi become 2 cos pi. The value of cos 180 degree become minus 1. So you can go with the answer minus 2. So simply D is your answer. You can see here, this D is your answer. Okay. Are you getting that point? Let's move to the next question. The distance between the lines y equals to 2x plus 4 and 6x minus 3y equals to 5 is. So there are two lines. We need to find out what would be the distance between two lines. Okay. So now first of all check that what is the standard format for the equation of a line. If you want to make an equation of a line, first of all you need to find out what would be the standard format for this. So standard format is what? It is simply ax plus by plus c equals to 0. Okay. Now convert both the equation in the standard format. So if we are writing first equation as per the standard format, this is 2x minus y plus 4 equals to 0. And for the second one is 6x minus 3y equals to 5 is equals to, so this 5 comes here, so this become minus 5 equals to 0. Okay. Now first of all we need to check that, check lines are parallel. First of all we need to check that lines are parallel or not. So we need to find out slope of line 1. The slope of, suppose this is line 1 and that is line 2. The slope of line 1 is what? It's 2. And line 2, this is the line 2. Can we rewrite that line 2 as a, if we are going to compute the value of y from this, see, for the first one, y equals to 2x plus 4. For the second one, if we are going to write that in the form of y, so this is 6x divided by 6x minus 5, and we need to divide that value by 3. So ultimately y equals to 2x minus 5 by 3. That would be the second line if we are going to write that in terms of y. So again, its slope is what? The value written with x. Here is also slope 2. Here is also slope 2. So line 2 slope is also 2. So line 1 slope is directly given to us, that is y equals to mx plus c. So m is slope, so 2 is slope. And if we are going to convert that in the form of y, then again 2 is slope. So what we can say, if slope of both lines are same, that means they are parallel. So the point is conclude here, both lines are parallel. Now if both lines are parallel, then definitely both line at a some distance. Now we need to find that distance. Okay. So to calculate the distance, we need to use that this equations. See. Now for the first line, can we say that the value of a1 is what? 2. The value of b1 is what? Minus 1. And the value of c is what? 4. And for the second, the value of a2 is 6. The value of b2 is minus 3. The value of c is minus 5. Okay. Now if you want to find distance, so the formula for the distance is mod of c1 minus c2 divided by square root of a square plus b square. Okay. A square plus b square. Let's see. Now if we are going to convert this equation in the form y is equals to mx plus c. So this becomes c1 for the line, and y is equals to, for the second equation, this is 2x minus 5 by 3. So that minus 5 by 3 is what? It's a c2. It's a c2. So just put up that value. So you can see the distance is what? Just put up that value in this particular equation. So distance is what? C1 is what? It's 4. Minus C2 is what? It's minus 5 by 3. So it becomes plus 5 by 3. Divided by square root of a square plus b square. So this is 2 square plus minus 1 square. 2 square plus minus 1 square. Okay. Now this is this distance for line A. You can see this is 2. This is minus 1. Okay. So that would be the value. Now just solve that, evaluate this. So 17 by 3 square root of 2 square 4 plus 1 5. Can go with this answer. 17 by 3 square root of 5. So second is your answer. Let's move to the next one. Question number 14. If the radius of circle is 4, then what is the value of k? Okay. If the radius of circle is 4, then what is the value of k? So first of all, write down the generalized equation for the circle. Generalized equation for the circle. X square, and then we can compare. Okay, so x square plus y square plus, we can take certain variables like dx plus ey plus f is equals to 0. Okay. Now see, if we are going to convert that into the standard format, that is x minus a square plus y minus b square equals to r square. Okay. So here what we can say, the equation that is given to us is what? X square plus y square minus 4x plus 6y minus k equals to 0. Convert this equation in that format. So I am writing just x terms together, then y terms together, minus k equals to 0. Now here what we can do? X square minus 4x. So can we plus 4 minus 4? So x square minus 4x plus 4 minus 4 plus y square plus 6y. Can we do plus 9 minus 9 minus k equals to 0? So here for this we can write, this is x minus 2 whole square plus, if we are going to write this in that term, so we can write y plus 3 whole square. Now this is minus 4 and minus 9 become minus 13 and minus k. So we can send that on the right hand side. So this is k plus 13. Okay. Now this value is equals to what? R square. If we are going to compare this, so this is equals to what? R square. The value of R is what? It's 4. So 4 square become how much? 16. So k plus 13 equals to R square. So k plus 13 equals to 4 square. So k become 16 minus 13 become 3. So the value of k is what? It's 3. So simply we can compare this equation. The equation is given in this format. We are converting that equation in this particular format by adding and subtracting plus 4 and adding subtracting minus 9. So this equation is converted in this form. This equation is going to convert in this form. And the remaining constant terms we can send on right hand side, as we know that right hand side is equal to what? R square. R is what? 4. It is given to us. simply we can put the value and get the answer. So I hope it is clear how exactly we are going to solve that particular question. Okay, so that would be the way. Let's move to the next question, question number 15. If the angle between the lines is 90 degree, then we need to compute what is the value of 3a minus 4b. Okay. So what we can say, if there are two lines, this is the line and the second one is line. Now they are saying that angle between them is 90 degree, means they are perpendicular to each other. Means there is one line and there is another line. The angle between them is what? 90 degree. So what we can say, means they are perpendicular. If two lines are perpendicular, let's see, first line is a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equals to 0, and second line is a2x plus b2y plus c2 equals to 0. So we can say that they both lines are perpendicular to each other if a1 a2 plus b1 b2 is equals to 0. Okay, so if this condition is going to satisfy, then we can say that both lines are perpendicular to each other. Let's see, if we are going to compare this, so what is the value of a1? That is 3. What is the value of a2? This is a, so 3a, plus what is the value of b1? That is minus 4. What is the value of b2? This is b, is equals to 0. So 3a minus 4b equals to 0. They are asking you the value of 3a minus 4b. Simply you can go with answer 0. It's a simple calculation. So we know that two lines are perpendicular to each other. If lines are perpendicular to each other, then this equation should satisfy. And to satisfy this equation, 3a minus b should be equal to what? 0. Let's see the question number 16. The equation of tangent to the circle at minus 1 comma 1 is. Okay, we need to find out equation of tangent. So let's see. First of all, if we are going to write the generalized equation for the circle is, so x square plus y square plus dx plus ey plus f is equals to 0. Okay. Then tangent at point x1 y1 to circle, for that what we can write? So for that we can write an equation that is given by x dot x1 plus y dot y1, that is the equation for the tangent. Okay, plus d by 2 x plus x1 plus e by 2 y plus y1 plus the equation in which the given f is equals to 0. Now just put up the value. Here x1 is what? Minus 1. Y1 is what? 1. So x1 is minus 1. So this is minus x, plus y is what? It's 1. So plus y, plus d by 2. We can compute the value of d by this. It is minus 6. So minus 6 by 2. X plus x1. X1 is what? It's minus 1. E is what? This is 4. So 4 by 2, y plus y1. Y1 is what? It is 1. Plus f. F is what? It's minus 12. Is equals to 0. Got it? So say this is minus x plus y. Now x minus 1. This is minus 6 by 2 is what? It's minus 3. So minus 3x plus 3. This become 2. So 2y plus 2 and minus 12 equals to 0. So see, this is minus 3x minus x. So minus 4x, 2y plus y. So it become 3y. And 3 plus 2, 5. 5 minus 12 minus 7 is equals to 0. If we are going to multiply by minus in the whole equation, so 4x minus 3y plus 7 equals to 0. So either this or that, they both representing the same equation. We can go with answer number 4. So fourth one, the last one is your answer. Got it? The fourth one, last one is your answer. Now the question is the eccentricity of the ellipse whose lattice rectum is equal to half of its major axis. Okay, half of its major axis. So first of all, equation for the ellipse is what? X square by a square plus y square by b square equals to 1. Okay, now see, the formula for the eccentricity is what? Square root of 1 minus b square by a square. That would be the formula for the eccentricity. Okay, and we know that the length of lattice rectum, how we can calculate this? So it is simply 2b square by a. That would be the formula for this. Now what they are saying? They are saying that the eccentricity of ellipse, this is eccentricity of ellipse, whose lattice rectum is equal to half of its major axis. Half of its major axis. Okay, so we can say that since major axis is what? It's 2a. So this lattice rectum 2b square by a is equals to half of its major axis 2a. We can cancel out this. So with the help of that we can say that 2b square equals to what? A square. 2b square equals to what? A square. Okay. So with the help of that we can compute b square by a square is equals to 1 by 2. Put that value in this eccentricity. So E is square root of 1 minus half. So this become 1 by square root 2. That would be your answer. You can go with this. So with the help of this relationship, lattice rectum is half of its major axis. The formula for the lattice rectum is 2b square by a, and half of its major axis means is equals to 1 by 2 into 2a. With the help of that we can make this equation 2b square equals to a square. So we can say that b square divided by a square is equals to 1 by 2. Now put that value in the eccentricity formula. You got the answer 1 by square root 2. That would be your eccentricity. Got it? Now let's move to the next question. We need to do the differentiation of square root of sine x square. Okay. So sine x square, we can say that simply we need to do the differentiation of what? Sine x square to the power 1 by 2. Okay. Now if we are going to use chain rule for the differentiation, so assume that let u is equals to x square. Okay, then your function, can we say that it's just like a sine u to the power 1 by 2? What we are doing here, the value is what? Sine x square. We are assuming that the x square become u, so this becomes sine u to the power 1 by 2. Okay, now we need to differentiate that. So for the differentiation we need to apply the chain rule. So how we can apply the chain rule for this? How we can make a chain rule? So simply we need to do the, first of all we need to do the differentiation with respect to the power, then we need to do the differentiation of internal term. Okay, and then we need to do the differentiation of u also. So what we can say? It's simply first of all 1 by 2 sine x square to the power minus 1 by 2. Okay, then we need to do the differentiation of sine x square. Okay, initially that would be the term, suppose x to the power half. So 1 minus we need to do, we need to separate, so it become minus half, 1 minus half become minus half. Now sine x square differentiation is what? So it's a simply sine x square become, first of all we need to do the differentiation of sine theta. So the differentiation of sine theta become cos theta. So cos x square. Now we need to do the differentiation of x square. So differentiation of x square become what? It's a 2x. That is simply the chain rule. Okay. So now what we can say, I think your answer is calculated. Just rearrange that. We can cancel out this 2 by that 2. So x cos x square divided by the square root of sin x square. That would be your answer. So can we go with the third one? Third is your answer. Got it? Now we need to do the differentiation of tan inverse the equation sin x upon 1 plus cos x. So first of all, we know that sin x upon 1 plus cos x, this value is equals to what? Can we say that this is the formula? There is an identity tan x by 2. Just put up that value here. So d by dx tan inverse tan x by 2. So we can say that it's nothing. If you are taking tangent inverse of tan, so it become only x by 2. And the differentiation of x by 2 is simply 1 by 2. That's it. So 1 by 2 is your answer. The last option, fourth option, 1 by 2. Okay. So you always remember that point. Tan inverse tan theta is simply theta, nothing else. So because of that, you can go with the answer 1 by 2. Now see the question. If y raised to x equals to x cos raised to y, then what is the value of dy by dx? There are different options, and this one says that is the correct option. So let's see how we can find the answer and how we can do the differentiation here. So we'll discuss that. See, so they are saying that what if question is what? It's simply y raised to x is equals to x to the power cos y, x to the power cos y. Okay. So what here we can do, simply we need to take a differentiation with respect to x, means ultimately we need to calculate the value of dy by dx, means we need to differentiate y with respect to x. First of all, we'll do one thing. If we are taking log both the side, I am taking log this side as well as I am taking log this side. So what we can say, this become x log y is equals to, this is cos y dot log x. Okay. Now we are doing differentiation both the side with respect to x. So let's see. First of all, I will do the differentiation of left hand side. So x log y, if we are finding differentiation of this, what we can say? This is, first of all, we can use the product rule. So x differentiation is 1, so log y as it is, plus x as it is, we need to do the differentiation of log y. So log y differentiation is what? We can say that 1 by y, and then the differentiation of y is what? Dy by dx. So that would be the value for left hand side. Similarly, now you need to compute the value for right hand side. Okay, because left hand side is equals to right hand side. This is the differentiation of left hand side. Now we need to find differentiation on right hand side. So let's see, when we are doing differentiation on right hand side, means d by dx is what? Cos y dot log x. Okay, so again we can use the dot product form. So cos y is as it is. If cos y is as it is, then we can take differentiation of log y. So cos y differentiation of log x is what? 1 by x, plus now log x as it is, differentiation of cos y, we can say that this is minus sin y, and the differentiation of sin y is dy by dx. Now just, this is the equation number 1 and this is the equation number 2. So just put the left hand side is equal to right hand side. So log y plus x by y dy by dx equals to this one, cos y by x minus log x sin y dy by dx. Okay, so just we'll do one thing, all the dy terms one side, all the dy by dx term one side. So x by y dy by dx, just take that on left hand side, so it become plus log x sin y dy by dx. This is equals to cos y by x. When we are sending this term on this side, so minus log y. Okay, and now just take a dy by dx common. So this one is what, x by y plus log x sin y. This is equals to what we can say here. This one is what, cos y minus x log y divided by x. Now just we can send this value on the division of this. So dy by dx is equals to what, cos y minus x log y divided by x. Just send this value here. We can multiply by x to this side. So this is x plus y log x sin y, and divide by y goes upper side, so here is multiplication of y. So this is exactly like that, and this is given in option A. So see here what exactly we are doing in this. You can see, first of all, simply take log both the side and differentiate both the side. Just apply the product rule for the differentiation this side and apply product rule for the differentiation this side. Just this is the equation number 1 for the left hand side, equation number 2 for the right hand side. Put that value on left and right and just find out the value of dy by dx, and you can see that the value of dy by dx is what, it's simply the option given in first one. You can say that this is your answer. Got it? Let's now see the next question is x square minus x minus 6 divided by x square plus x minus 12. We need to take limit x tends to 3. Okay, so let's see, limit x tends to 3. The above value is what, x square minus x minus 6. Can we say that it is simply x minus 2 x plus 2 x minus 3. If you are going to multiply this 2 term is equals to x square minus x minus 6, and below x plus 4 x minus 3. We can cancel out this 2 term. So limit x tends to 3 x plus 2 by x plus 4. Just put the value of x equals to 3. So 3 plus 2 5, 3 plus 4 7. So can we go with 5 by 7? That 5 by 7 is your answer. Got it? So simply you can go with 5 by 7. I think the option number 4 is 5 by 7. Yes, it's 5 by 7. Now see next question, question number 22. You can see here the equation of the normal to the curve is y equals to x cube minus 3x at point 2 comma 2 is what? There are 4 options. We need to identify which option is correct. Okay, so first of all, what to do? We need to differentiate to get the slope of tangent. Okay, so when we are going to differentiate this with respect to y, so dy by dx is equals to, this become 3x square minus 3. Okay, if we are taking this differentiation at value 2, 8.2, so just put the value 2 here. So dy by dx at x equals to 2 is how much? So this is 3 into 2 square minus 3. So 3 into 4 minus 3, how much it is? It become 9. So we can say that here slope of tangent is what? Slope of tangent is what? It become 9. Now slope of normal. Now we need to find, this is the slope of tangent. I'm just going to erase this. Just I'm writing here the value. Slope of tangent is equals to 9. Now slope of normal is simply what we can say, this term is in minus 1 by 9. Okay, so simply what we can say, normal is what? It is perpendicular to the tangent. So the slope of normal is what? It is minus 1 by 9. Okay, now use, as we know that this normal is passed through this particular point, so we need to find the equation. So y minus y1 is equals to minus 1 by 9 x minus x1, that is also 2. Now just solve this equation. So this is 9y minus 18 is equals to minus x plus 2. We can send the x this side. So x plus 9y is equals to, we can send to 18 that side, equals to 20. So that would be your equation. Can we compare this at the option 3? The exact same equation is given here. Okay, so ultimately whenever you need to find out the equation for normal to the curve at a point, so simply the generalized equation is what? Just remember that generalized equation. What is the generalized equation? Generalized equation is y minus y1 equals to m x minus x1. Okay, here m is what? Here simply m is slope of normal. So just I am putting the value here, nothing else. We know that this is x1 y1 and this is m. Just put that value and you can get that particular answer. So this question is somehow easy. Okay, let's move to the next one. Question number 23. The maximum value of y equals to x minus 1 square e raised to x is, you need to find the maximum value of that. Okay, so what is maximum value? How you can find that? So first of all, you can see here, if you need to find out the maximum value for this, you need to compute the differentiation of this. So what we are doing, we are differentiating this value, means I need to find out dy by dx. So on this side we need to apply the product rule. So first term x minus 1 square as it is, e raised to x differentiation is e raised to x only, then plus, now x minus 1 square differentiation is 2x minus 1 e raised to x. So that would be the differentiation. Are you getting that point? Okay. Now here you can see if we are going to send, if you want to find critical point, so we can say that if you want to find the critical point, then you need to put dy by dx equals to what? 0. Just put that equation equals to 0. So x minus 1 square plus 2x minus 1, we can take e raised to x common from this, and this value is equals to what? 0. So ultimately what we can say here, there are two terms. If we want to make this equation 0, we can say that this e raised to x never going to 0 because this value is always greater than 0. So somehow when we are putting x equals to 1, so can we say that this term becomes 0 and that term also becomes 0? So this equation is going to become 0 when the value of x is what? It's 1. So at x equals to 1, we can send that to 0. So x equals to 1 is one of the root, and the second root we can find at x equals to what? Minus 1. At x equals to minus 1, when you are going to compute this, if you are putting x equals to minus 1 here and x equals to minus 1 here, on calculating this term again becomes 0. So there are two critical points at x1 or at x minus 1. Okay. Now see what we can do here. If you want to find the value at x equals to 1, just put the value in the equation. So y at x equals to 1 becomes 0. and at x equals to -1, the value of y is what? Just put -1 here. So -1 become -2 square, it become 4, and this is e raised to -1. So we can say that this become 4 by e. So one term you got as 0 and another term that you got is 4 by e. So which one is the maximum value? So simply we can say that 4 by e is the maximum value. So you need to find out the maximum value of that equation. You need to differentiate that. You need to find out the critical point, and then you need to put that dy by dx equals to 0. As we know that this term never goes to 0 because e raised to x is always greater than 0. So definitely we can send that value to 0 by putting x equals to 1 or x equals to -1. So we can say that x equals to 1 and -1 are what? They are the roots of this particular equation. So simply at x equals to 1, y gives you 0. At x equals to -1, it gives you 4 by e. The maximum value is 4 by e. Now see, the next question is, if xy equals to x plus y e to the power xy, then you need to find P22, the value of del f by del x. Means we need to find the partial differentiation of this at a point 2, 2. So first of all we need to find the partial differentiation. Then at the place of x you need to put 2, the place of y you need to put 2. Okay. So if we are taking differentiation of this with respect to y, del f by del x, we need to do the differentiation of this. So simply we can apply the product rule, first term dot second term. So first of all we need to do the differentiation of first term, then second term as it is. Then we need to do the differentiation of second term, first term as it is. Okay. So if we are taking differentiation of this with respect to x, so x is 1 and the y becomes 0. So this value is equals to what? It's nothing, it's simply 1. Multiply by, we need to take e to the power xy's differentiation. So e to the power xy become, no, there is no differentiation. So it is simply e to the power xy. Plus here we need to take differentiation x plus y is as it is. Just put the x plus y as it is. And we need to take the differentiation of e to the power xy. So if we are taking the differentiation of exponential function, so it is exactly same. So e to the power xy is e to the power xy, but dot xy is differentiation, so x differentiation is 1, so it's simply y. Now put the value in this equation 2, 2. Just put the value 2, 2 here. So this is e to the power 2 into 2 is what? 4 plus 2 plus 2, 4 e to the power xy is 4 multiply by y is 2. 4 into 2 8, 8 plus 1 9. So this become 9 e to the power 4. You can go with third answer. 9 e to the power 4, that would be your result. Are you getting the point? Okay. Let's move toward the next question. If ux comma y equals to sine inverse x square plus y square divided by x square plus y square, then x del u by del x plus y del u by del x, means ultimately we need to differentiate this equation, partial differentiation with respect to u, then you need to do the partial differentiation with respect to y, and then put a value in this particular equation, you got your answer. Okay, so let's see. First of all we'll do the partial differentiation with respect to y. Can we say that we need to apply the chain rule for this? Okay, we need to apply chain rule for this. Suppose we are assuming that that complete equation become v. So we need to take sine inverse v. So sine inverse v's differentiation with respect to y is 1 upon square root of 1 minus v square dv by dy del v by del y. Okay, and when you are going to take a differentiation with respect to x, so it's nothing, it's simply 1 by square root of 1 minus v square del v by del x. Now if you are going to put that value in this particular equation, so this is equals to what? So we can take 1 by square root of 1 minus v square common. Inside that, del v by del x plus del v by del y. Okay, del v by del x plus del v by del y. Now you can see here the multiplication of x, so here you need to multiply by x. Here is multiplication of y, so you need to multiply this equation by y. Okay. Now in the next step we need to compute this particular. We need to take a now differentiation of this equation, x to the power 4 plus y to the power 4 divided by x square plus y square. Okay. So here we can apply the Euler's formula, Euler's theorem for the homogeneous equation. Just compare that by the homogeneous equation. So is equals to nothing, it is simply equals to what? 2v. Okay. Here you can say that that is the degree 4 and divided by the degree 2. So above denominator, numerator is 4 and denominator is 2. So we can say that that would be the equation of degree 2. So by using the Euler's formula, you can say that this is equals to what? It is equals to 2v. Okay. So simply at the place of that you can put 2v. So this is equals to 2v upon square root of 1 minus v square. 2v upon square root of 1 minus v square. Okay. Now just back propagate. Initially what we are assuming? We are assuming that this equation is equals to what? This is u. This is u. So at the place of v, we can put sin u. Just put sin u here. So 2 sin u divided by square root of 1 minus sin u square. 1 minus sin u square. Okay. So this has become sin u divided by, on solving this become cos u. So sin u divided by cos u become tan u. So 2 tan u is your answer. So you can go with the second answer. Okay, so here we are simply apply the Euler's formula. Convert that. Initially you are assuming that u equals to sin inverse v. So v equals to sin u. Just back propagate. Now see, the next question is 1 upon 1 minus cos x dx. We need to take an integration of this. Okay, let's see what we can do here. If we are going to multiply by 1 by cos x on numerator and denominator, so what we can say, this is, see, I will do that on the next new page. 1 minus cos x multiply by 1 plus cos x and divide by 1 plus cos x. Okay, if we are doing that, this become 1 minus cos square x upon 1 plus cos x. 1 minus cos square theta becomes sin square theta. So you can say that this is like that. Okay, now so we need to compute the value of 1 upon 1 minus cos x. So just reverse this. So 1 plus cos x upon sin square x. Okay. In the question it is given that 1 upon 1 minus cos x, you need to do that thing. Simply, or just see here. The question is what? 1 upon 1 minus cos x. What I need to do? We need to multiply by 1 plus cos x on numerator and denominator. So this is 1 plus cos x divided by 1 minus cos x become sin square x. Okay. So we can say that this is nothing, it is 1 upon sin square x plus cos x upon sin square x. Just take an integration of this. So 1 upon sin square x is nothing, it is simply cosec square x plus cos x by sin square x. Can we say it is integration of cot x dot sec x dx. Cos by sin become cot dot sec x dx. Okay. So we need to do the integration of this term plus integration of that term. So integration of cosec square is what? It's simply, for this we can say that it is simply minus cot x plus, we need to do the different integration of this. So this is simply minus cos x plus constant. So just see, this option is given in first one. You can go with the first answer. Are you getting that point? So answer for this question is first. Now see, next question, integration from 2 to 4 fx. Can we say that, simply just recall the identity a to b fx dx. Can we say that they are always equals to a to b f of a plus b minus x dx. So simply integration of 2 to 4 fx dx is equals to integration of 2 to 4 f of 2 plus 4 6 minus x dx. So we can go with answer last option, D. You can see D is your answer. Okay. Now integration from minus 1 to 1, integration from minus 1 to 1 sin pi x dx. So can we say that if you are taking integration of this from dx and from the interval minus a to a, so your result become what? 0. You can go with answer 3 directly. Got it? So you can go with answer 3 directly. Now see question number 29. Limit 1 upon n plus n square n plus cube till this. See here. Can we say that we need to take a limit of this? It consists basically 3 terms. First term is what? It's simply 1 by n. Second term is what? So that would be the equation. This complete equation is the series n square upon n plus 1 cube plus n plus 2 cube and so on. And the third term, the last term is what? 1 by 18. So that equation is addition of this. Now if the second term, if I am going to generalize that, so can I say that this is what? It is simply n square upon, you can see this is n plus 1 cube, n plus 2 cube, n plus 3 cube. So can we say that it's nothing but it is n plus k cube. Okay, n plus k cube. So we can take a summation of k equals to 1 to n. That would be your second term. Okay. So let's say if we are going to simplify this, n square upon n plus k cube. If I am going to simplify this, if I am taking n cube common from this, so it's simply n square divided by n cube, 1 plus k by n cube. Now just cancel out this term. So this is 1 by n. So on simplification is become 1 by n, 1 plus k by n cube, like that. Okay. Now simply here we can say that, see here, this term is what? Summation n equals to k equals to 1 to n, 1 by n into 1 plus r by n, k by n cube. Okay. So we can apply Riemann's sum equation and we can convert that to integration from 0 to 1, 1 upon 1 plus x whole cube dx. Okay. Now just put u equals to 1 plus x. So du equals to dx. So when I am putting this value here, so it's what? It's nothing, it's simply integration from 0 to 1, 1 upon u cube du. 1 upon u cube du. Okay, so this is how much? It is minus 1 upon 2u square. But you just remember one point, this is the limit from 0 to 1 for x. But if we are going to do that, so the limit is changing for this. So for the u, limit is going to change when it is 0, so u is 1. When x is 1, u is 2. So here you need to change that limit from 1 to 2. So limit from 1 to 2. Just solve this one. If I am putting 2, so minus 1 upon 8. If I am putting 1, minus 1 by minus 1 by 2. So this is become plus 1 by 2. On solving this, it gives you the value 3 by 8. Okay. So see here. Now come back to the question. Second term's solution is what? It's a 3 by 8. Now I need to take a limit n tends to infinity 1 by n plus second term's solution is 3 by 8 plus 1 by 8n. Now at the place of n, if I am going to put infinity, so this term becomes 0. This term becomes 0. The total addition become what? 3 by 8. So you can see the solution is 3 by 8. Third option gives you 3 by 8. Are you getting that point? So third's answer is what? It's 3 by 8. Now see, the solution for the question number 30 is the area of a region bounded by the lines x equals to 1, comma x equals to 4, y equal to 4x and y equal to x square. Okay. So there are, you can see there are two equations, y equals to 4x and y equals to x square. Now we need to find out the area bounded by these two lines under the 1 to 4. So simply we can say that what will be the your line, that is 4x minus x square. Okay. Area bounded by this two is simply we need to take difference between them and we need to take an integration from 1 to 4 with respect to x. That gives you the area bounded by this particular lines. Okay. Now just do the integration of this. So what is the integration for this? So 4 x square by 2 minus x cube by 3, and you need to find value between the interval 4 to 1. So when we are putting the value 4 and when we are putting the value 1, you got your answer. Okay. So first of all, you can cancel out this term by 2. So 2 into 4 square minus 4 cube by 3, then minus, when we are putting value 1, so this is 1 square, 2 into 1 square minus 1 cube by 3. So this is 32 minus 64 by 3, and here minus, this is what? 2 minus 1 by 3. Now we need to evaluate this equation. Okay. So just use the calci. You got your answer. So by evaluating using calculator, it gives you answer 9. Okay. So simply you can go with the answer 9. Which option gives you 9? You can see. Fourth option. Got it. Now let's see question number 31. According to the Simpson 1/3 rule, the value of integration from 1 to 3 1 by x dx with there is a h is also given to us, that is what? It's simply 1 by 2. Okay. So Simpson's rule for even number of interval. Here you can see the interval is what? It is an even number. So odd points means interval is even. So first of all, you need to identify what is the Simpson's 1/3 rule for this. Okay. Let's see here. I will solve that on another page. See. The formula for the Simpson 1/3 rule from a to b fx dx is equals to what? It is h by 3 fx 0 plus 4 fx1 plus 2 fx2 plus 4 fx3 and so on till f of xn, like this. Okay, now here the initially the value of a that is given to us is 1 and the value of b is given to us is 3. You can see this is the value a and this is value b. Function is what? It is 1 by x. H is what? It is 1 by 2. Okay, so you can see here h is what? 1 by 2 means 0.5. Okay, so first of all we need to find number of intervals. So number of interval is what? It's simply b minus a by h. B is what? 3. 3 minus 1 by h is 0.5. So 2 divided by 0.5, you can say that this become 4. Okay, so 4, that is the even. So how many points are there? So can we start with, there are 5 points: x0, x1, x2, x3, x4. So 0 to 4, total 5 points are there. So number of intervals are even. Now we need to compute the following values. Okay, so we need to compute these values. So let's start. Till that point is clear. The number of interval is 4 and the 4 is what? It's a simply even number. So we need to use that formula. Now we are finding the 5 points 0 to 4. Okay, so when x0 is equals to 1, let's see if x0 is equals to what? If x0 equals to what? 1, then the next is, we know that h is what? 0.5. So then the next x1 is what? 1.5, then plus h. So x2 is what? 2, x3 is what? 2.5, x4 is what? 3. So as we know that the integration we need to do from 1 to 3 and step is 0.5. So 1 step is 0.5 and we can go up to 3. So total 5 different points are there. So I hope that point is clear to you. Okay, now we need to compute the value of fx is 0. So we know that simply it is what? 1 by x. So at the place of x you are putting 1. So 1 by 1, that become 1. Now fx1 is what? 1 upon 1.5. So how much we can say? 2 by 3. It become 2 by 3. fx2 is 1 by 2. fx3 is 2.5, means 5 by 2. So it become 2 by 5. At fx equals to 3, it become 1 by 3. So these are the values. Now simply you need to put that value in your equation. That would be the equation for the Simpson 1/3 rule. Just put these values in the equation. Let's see. I will write the equation here. What is equation? Now from 1 to 3, 1 by x dx. The equation become for that is what? H by 3 f of x is 0 plus 4 fx1 plus 2 fx2 plus 4 fx3, and the fx4 is the last point, so fx4, just like that. Now just put all the value and you can find your answer. H by 3, so h is what? 0.5 by 3. fx is 0, the value of fx is 0, you can see is 1 plus 4 into the value of fx1 is what? 2 by 3. Then 2 into value of fx2 is what? 1 by 2. Plus 4 into value of fx3 is what? 2 by 5. Plus fx4 is what? 1 by 3. Just take addition between them. Okay. So now you need to compute, you need to calculate this value. So just when you are taking the addition and you are going to solve that equation, it gives you exactly 1.1. Okay. So after solving this using calculator, you got answer 1.1. So that is simply the Simpson 1/3 rule for the even interval. Are you getting that point? Okay. Let's move to the next question. we are having the differential equation whose general solution is given to us is y equals to ax square plus bx, where a and b are arbitrary constant. Okay, so ultimately the general solution is given to us and we need to find out what would be the differential equation corresponding to that particular general solution. Are you getting that point? Okay, so let's see. First of all, what here we can do. So as we know that y equal to ax square plus bx is given to us. Okay, so simply differentiate that with respect to x. Here you can see there is a double differentiation equation. Okay, so let's see. First of all, what I am doing, that would be my equation y equals to ax square plus bx. So I am differentiating that with respect to x. So dy by dx equals to, can I say that here this is 2ax plus b. Dy by dx can I write like y dash equals to 2ax plus b. Okay, if I am differentiating one more time, so this become y double dash and this become only 2a. Okay, so double differentiation is equals to what? 2a. With the help of that, if I am going to compute the value of a, so can I say that it is y double dash by 2? If I am putting that value here, so I can find the value of b. Let's see, what is the value of b? So the value of b, just put that value in this equation. So value of b is what? Y dash minus 2y double dash by 2x. We can cancel out 2 to 2. So the value of b is what? It's nothing. It is simply y dash minus y double dash x dot x. Now can we put this both values equation, both values in this particular equation? So let's see what would be your answer. Y equals to the value of a is y double dash by 2 dot a dot x square plus at the place of b we can put the value of b y dash minus y double dash dot x into x. Okay, let's see, just simplify this equation. So y equals to x square dot y double dash by 2 plus just multiply by this x, so x dot y dash minus x square dot y double dash. Okay, so this value is half and this is 1, so 1 minus half become minus half. So y equals to x dot y dash minus x square y double dash by 2. Now just simplify this. So 2 multiply with this and 2 multiply with this, so 2y is equals to 2x y dash minus x square y double dash. So just compare this equation with that one. So if we are taking this term to left hand side, we got that result. Okay, so simply what we are doing to find the differential equation corresponding to this general solution, just find out the value of ab by doing what? So if we are taking the one differentiation, we got the equation. If we are doing the second differentiation, we got the another equation. Just with the help of that, find out the value of AB and put that value in the general solution. You got the differential equation. Let's move the next question, question number 33. Now see, in this equation, what we can say, e to the power x plus y dy plus y plus 1 dx equals to 0. We need to find the general solution for this. Okay, so we'll do one thing, just take xx term different side and y term different side. So e to the power x plus 1 y dy is equals to minus y plus 1 dx. Okay, now just divide by this term here. So y dy by y plus 1 this is in negative, negative goes this side, equals to 1 upon a to the power x plus 1 dx. Now can we take integration both the side? Now can we take integration both the side? We need to integrate this part as well as we need to integrate that part. Okay, so on doing the integration, you got the result as what? It's the second one. So simply in this question, what you need to do, you need to take x terms one side, y terms another side. Now we need to take integration of this part as well as integration of this part. After finding the solution, means after taking the integration of both the part, okay, you can if you want to simplify that further, you can further simplify and then you can take the integration. Okay, so you need to take integration this side as well as integration this side. So both gives you the answer. After solving this, you got this particular. So just remember that particular point. Okay, so this is another simple question, you can find answer very easily. Now if differential equation is this, so what would be the value of k? Differential equation is what? This is x square plus y square, x square plus y square dx equals plus kxy dy equal to 0 is exact. They are saying that the differential equation is exact. Then what is the value of k? Okay, so just first of all, I am writing the generalized differential equation. So mxy dx plus nxy is another function for xy dy is equals to 0. Just compare this equation with that. So we can say that m of xy is what? X square plus y square. N of xy is what? This is kxy. Okay, we can find out m of xy is what? X square plus y square. N of xy is what? This is kxy. Okay, now we know that the differential equations are exact. So if we are taking partial differentiation of y and partial differentiation of n with respect to y and with respect to x, then this would be equal. That would be the condition. Okay, so let's compute partial differentiation of this with respect to y. So we can say that del x square plus y square by del y, and this is del kxy del x. Okay, so we need to differentiate this with respect to y. So x square becomes 0 and y square become what? This become 2y is equals to, now we need to differentiate that with respect to x. So differentiation of x is what? 1. So this is simply ky. So 2y equal to ky. Can we cancel y to y? So the value of k is what? It's simply 2. So you can go with answer 2, first answer. Are you getting that point? So simply you need to do what? You need to compare with the generalized equation, and then they are saying that it is exact. So when it is exact, so when this condition is going to satisfy, means we need to differentiate m with respect to y and partial differentiation of n with respect to x, and simply you got your result. Got it? Okay, let's move to the next question. We need to find out the general solution for this particular differential equation. So first of all, compare that with the generalized equation, dy by dx plus px y is equals to qx. So with the help of that, what we can say? The value of px is what? 10x, and the value of qx is what? This is cos square x. Okay, now find out the integrating factor if. What is the formula for the integrating factor? Can we say that e raised to integration of px with respect to dx? So e raised to integration of 10x dx. Now what is integration of 10x? What is integration of 10x? Can we say that the integration of 10x is what? It is log cos x. So e raised to ln cos x. On solving this, we can say that it is simply 1 by cos x. So 1 by cos x is this sec x. So till that your answer is what? Sec x. Now see, you need to multiply by that integrating factor to this whole equation. So sec x dy by dx plus y tan x sec x is equals to cos square x sec x. Okay, got it? That would be the equation. Sec x y tan x into sec x plus tan x sec x. Okay, now we can simplify this term. If we are going to simplify that term, see here. So on simplification, d by dx of y sec x, d by dx of y sec x, that would be the left hand side, and corresponding to that the right hand side of this equation on the simplification, right hand side of the equation is what? It is simply cos x. Okay, because this is sec x means 1 by cos x, so cos x to cos x cancel out, so this is only cos x. Okay, and this is y sec x. When we are going to differentiate this y sec x, you got that answer. So just I am writing, means before the differentiation, if that would be the value and you are going to you are using the product rule, so y sec x as it is, differentiation of y is what? Dy by dx, plus y as it is, differentiation of sec x is what? Sec x tan x, like that. So we need to do that thing. So you got that particular value. Now what we can see here, we can do one thing. If we are doing integration both the side, if we are integrating both the side, this side as well as that side, so this become y sec x because differentiation is going to cancel out by the integration, and cos x integration is what? So cos x integration is what? It is sin x plus constant c. That would be your answer. Okay, so you need to just think, visualize, analyze, and then you can find the answer. So see, the trick is what here? First of all, you need to find out the integrating factor, then you need to multiply the whole equation by the integrating factor, then you got this. Now we need to simplify that, so we can say that this is equivalent with differentiation of y sec x, and this sec x become 1 by cos x to cos x cancel, so it is simply cos x. Now take an integration both the side, you got that answer. Now we need to find out the integrating factor for the differential equation. So first of all, whenever you need to find the integrating factor, first of all you need to compare this equation with the generalized equation. So pxy is equals to what? This is qx. Integrating factor is what? So integrating factor is what? E to the power integration of px means 2x upon x square plus 1 dx. This is the integrating factor. Okay, so we need to take integration of 2x upon x square plus 1. Integration of 2x upon x square plus 1 dx. Let us assume that u equals to x square plus 1. Now we are assuming u equals to x square plus 1. Let's do the differentiation of this. So du is equals to 2x dx. Now see, there is 2x dx. At the place of this you can put du, and at the place of x square plus 1 you can put u. So ultimately that integrating factor become e to the power integration of du by u. So 1 by u integration is what? It's simply log u. So e log is cancelled, so your answer become u, and we know that the value of u is what? It is x square plus 1. So your answer is what? It's x square plus 1. You can go with the answer 3. Are you getting the point? So it would be a very simple question, and you got the correct answer like this. Let's move to the another question. We need to find out the general solution corresponding to this differential equation. 6y double dash means double differentiation. Minus 5y dash matlab single differentiation. Minus 6y equals to what? It is given that 0. Okay. So first of all, what we can do, if you want to find out the general solution corresponding to that, you can convert that differential equation into the characteristic equation. So 6r square minus 5r minus 6 equals to 0. Now find out the coefficient of r. So what are the coefficient for coefficient of r for this? So can we use the formula minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. It gives you two roots. First root is what? Minus b plus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. The second root is what? Minus b minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Now with this particular equation, we can easily identify what is the value of a, b and c. So a is what, b is what, and c is what. So here we can say that the value of b is minus 5, value of a is 6, value of b is minus 6. Just put up that value. So on calculating, you are just by putting this value here, okay, and use the calculator. So on solving this, you got minus 5. So here you need to put the value of b, then square root. Then you got the result as what? First is 3 by 2 and one is minus 2 by 3. These two equations are there. Okay. Now we need to find out the general solution. So general solution is what? Y a e to the power first root 3 by 2x plus b e to the power second root minus 2 by 3x. That would be your general equation. You can go with answer 3. Third is your answer. So simply you need to put this 3 value in this 2 equation. You got 2 roots and just put that root on the power. That would be your answer. Got it? Let's move to the next question. Question number 38. A particular integral of differential equation 4d square plus 4d minus 3y equals to e to the power 3x. Here we can say that d is what? D by dx. So ultimately you need to find out the particular integral of this particular. You can see that the equation is double differentiation equation. Okay. So let's see. What here we can say that particular integral pi. Particular integral for this is what? It's simply 1 divided by 4d square plus 4d minus 3 multiply by e to the power 3x. Okay. Now we know that when right hand side is e to the power ax format, then we use 1 by fd e raised to ax. So that's why I am writing particular integral like this. Okay. So this rule is going to use. So because of that, we can say that if f of a is not equals to 0. So just put a equals to 3 in this equation. So you got the answer is what? F of d is what? This is f of d. So f of a is what? 4 into 3 square plus 4 into 3 minus 3. It gives you value 45. So a particular integral is what? 1 upon fa. This is fa. 45 multiply by e to the power ax means e to the power 3x. You can say that second is your answer. Are you getting that point? Second is your answer. Okay, is it okay? Now see question number 39. We need to find out the particular integral for this. So what we can say, the particular integral for this is what? 5 cos 3x plus sine 3x divided by what? This square plus 4. Just we can send that to the right hand side. Okay, now see, we'll do the step by step operator method. So if we are doing double differentiation of cos ax, just remember that one. Double differentiation of cos ax is what? Minus a square cos x. Okay, and if we are doing double differentiation of sin ax, so it's simply minus a square sin ax. Okay, just remember that point. So if we are taking double differentiation of cos 3x, so this become minus 9 cos 3x, and double differentiation of sin 3x become minus 9 sin 3x. Okay, now we need to find out d square plus 4 of cos 3x. Let's see, d square plus 4 of cos 3x. So what we can say, d square is what? This is minus 9 plus 4 cos 3x. So it become minus 5 cos 3x. And if I am doing d square plus 4 of sin 3x, so can we say that this is simply minus 9 plus 4 sin 3x. So it become minus 5 sin 3x. Okay, minus 5 sin 3x. Now see here, when I'm going to take this value, just remember this one and that one. That would be the points. Okay, now see, corresponding to that, the given equation to us is what? 1 upon, see, 1 upon d square plus 4 cos 3x. Okay, so this is what? Simply 1 upon minus 5 cos 3x. See here, just comparing this, if this is equals to minus 5 cos 3x, means the value of d square plus 4 is what? Minus 5. If I am going to compare this with that, what I can say, d square plus 4 value is what? It is minus 5. Just put that value here in this particular. Okay, so what exactly we can say at the place of this? Just put minus 5. So this equation become, can we say that at the place of this, if I am going to put minus 5, so 5 to 5 cancel out. So your answer is minus cos 3x minus sin 3x. So minus cos 3x minus sin 3x given in option number 3rd. Okay, so simply we need to find out the value of d square plus 4. You can see here the value of d square plus 4 is what? Either you are doing by this, it gives you minus 5, and here is also it gives you minus 5. So d square plus 4 is what? It's minus 5. I am simply putting the value in this equation and got that answer. So I hope it is clear. The next question is, you need to find out the Laplace of integration from 0 to t cos h3u du is equals to fs. So we need to find what would be the value of f4. Okay, so let's see, if we are taking Laplace of integration, just remember one identity. If you are taking Laplace of integrating 0 to t function fu du, okay, so this is equals to f of s by s. Okay, now f of s is simply what we can say, f of s is nothing, it is simply Laplace of function ft. Laplace of function ft. And what is here function ft? You can see that this is cos h 3t, cos h 3t. Now we know that the Laplace of cos h at is what? S upon s square minus a square. Here the value of a is what? Is 3. So Laplace of cos h 3t is what? S upon s square minus 3 square. 3 square become what? 9. Okay. Is what? 9. Now this is what? This is Laplace of this, means this is fs, and you need to divide by 1 by s. So ultimately when you are finding result for this, it is 1 by s multiplied by s upon s square minus 9. We can cancel out s to s. We can cancel out s to s. So this is 1 upon s square minus 9. Now you need to compute value of what? F of 4. So f of s is 1 upon s square minus 9. So f of 4 is how much? 1 upon 4 square becomes 16 minus 9. So it becomes 1 by 7. You can go with the answer A. Okay. So simply we need to find out the Laplace of cos h at. So we know that it is s upon s square minus a. Just put that value here. So you got that result. Compare this and just put s equal to 4. You got answer 1 by 7. Are you getting that point? Okay. Let's move to the next question. Question number 41. So let function ft is e raised to t minus 1 for t greater than 1 and 0 for t less than 1. Now we need to find out Laplace of ft. Okay. So Laplace of ft is, we can say that simply e to the power t minus 1 dot u t minus 1. Okay. So this is simply the unit step function. Ut minus 1 is what? It is simply unit step function. Now use the Laplace of ft. You need to find Laplace of ft. So what we can say, this is simply the Laplace of e raised to t minus 1 dot u t minus 1. You need to take a Laplace of this. Okay. So Laplace of unit function and Laplace of this. So when you are going to evaluate this one, it's simply e raised to minus s upon s minus 1. Okay. So by evaluating this, you got answer number 3. Okay. So simply you need to perform the Laplace operation here, nothing else, and you got that answer. Let's see, we need to do the integration from 0 to infinity with respect to t. Okay, so you need to do the integration from 0 to infinity with respect to t. Can we convert that to the Laplace form? See, what is the Laplace form for this? So if you are taking Laplace of t sin t, Laplace of t sin t with respect to s. So here we are given that if s is equals to what? 1. So Laplace of t sin t, Laplace of t sin t is equivalent to this. Laplace of t sin t is equivalent to this. Okay. Now Laplace of, just recall the formula, Laplace of t sin at. Okay, just recall the formula, Laplace of t sin at. So Laplace of t sin at s is equals to what? 2as upon s square plus a square whole square. Okay. Now see, can we say that here the value of a Here the value of s is 1, value of a is 1. So put s equals to 1, put a equals to 1 by comparing this. Here it is simply sin t na. This is for 80. If you are going to put that value here, so 2 into 1 upon 1 plus 1, 2 square. So it become 4. So it become 1 by 2. So you can go with the answer what? It's simply 1 by 2. Okay. So just put the value of s and a is 1. You got your answer. Let's move to the next one. Question number 42. Now we need to take a simple Laplace of 1 upon s into s minus 1. So first of all, let's see, just simplify that s into s minus 1. Can I say that it is a by s plus b by s minus 1? Okay. On solving this, we need to find the value of a and b. So can we say that the value of a is minus 1 and the value of b is 1? If we are putting a equals to minus 1 and b equals to 1, if you are going to evaluate this, you got that particular answer. Okay. So it's simply you need to take a Laplace inverse of minus 1 by s plus Laplace inverse of 1 upon s minus 1. Okay, you need to do that thing. So Laplace inverse of minus 1 by s become what? It's minus 1 plus Laplace inverse of 1 upon s minus 1 is what? So this is e raised to, can I say that this is e raised to t? So simply we can say that e raised to t minus 1, that would be your answer. I think this is given in the option number 4, e raised to t minus 1. Now next, question number 44. We need to find out Laplace inverse of, and there is an equation given to us, s plus 1 upon s square plus 2s plus 2, and you need to compare that with EAT cos BT. Okay, then here we can apply directly formula here. Okay, so just see here, if we can say that this is s plus 1 s square plus 2s plus 2 is equals to, this is Laplace inverse. If we are going to send that to the right side, so this is Laplace of e raised to AT cos BT. Now what is the formula for Laplace of e raised to AT cos BT? So it's simply s minus a. For this, it's simply s minus a divided by s minus a square plus b square. So at the place of this we can put that. Now just compare this with this one, s plus 1 upon s square plus 2s plus 2. So can we say that by comparing this see here, numerator says that the value of a is minus 1. Now just compare the denominator. So s square plus 2s plus 2 is equals to, we can open this, s square plus a square minus 2as plus b square. We need to compute the value of a square plus b square. So here you can see the constant coefficient is a square plus b square. On left hand side, constant coefficient is what? 2. So can we directly conclude that a square plus b square is equals to what? It's simply 2. You can go with the first answer. You can go with the first answer. Let's move to the next question, question number 45. Okay, what they are asking? They are asking you the convolution of the function 1 and sin t is. Okay, we need to find convolution of function 1 and sin t. Okay, so there are two functions. First, suppose function ft, and the another function is what? Function gt. Now if we are finding convolution of this, so fg of t is how much? We can do the integration from 0 to t, function f tau dot g t minus tau, with respect to what? This is with respect to d tau. Got it? Since it is given that the first function f tau is equals to what? 1. Okay, and for the second one, can we put t tau, t minus tau is equals to u, And if we are going to differentiate this, so minus d tau equals to du. Just change this in this particular equation. So integration from 0 to t, f tau become what? It is simply 1, nothing else. So this become sin t is there. So you can change that to the sin. At the place of t, you need to minus t tau, t minus tau, d tau. Okay. So when you are going to solve this, you need to take an integration for this one. So let's see, when you are going to change that value here, you need to also change the limit. That limit is from 0 to t, but when you are differentiating with respect to tau, now if you are differentiating that with respect to du, then you need to change the equation also. So see here, till that point what we can say, you need to do the integration from 0 to t sin t minus tau d tau. Okay, what we are doing, t minus tau equals to u, so minus d tau equals to du. So at the place of d tau you need to put minus du. Okay, so let's see, this is from sin u du, and the sign minus sign is there. Okay, now you can see here what we need to do in that case. You need to change the limit. So limit is from 0 to t. So at the place of tau, if you are putting 0, it gives you t, and if we are putting t, it gives you 0. Means we need to do the integration from t to 0. Okay, just by using this, at the place of tau, if you are putting 0, it gives you t, means limit for u is t. And if you are putting t here, t minus t is how much? It becomes 0. So you need to take integration of sin u minus du. Okay, so if you are going to change this minus sign, so we can say that limit is from 0 to t sin u du. Okay, now what we can say, integration of this is what? Sin u's integration is what? It is cos u 0 to t. So you need to put 0 here, t here, so minus cos t, and minus minus become plus cos 0. So that gives you value 1. You can go with first answer, 1 minus cos t. Got it? So that would be your answer. 1 minus cos t is your answer. Let's see question number 46. Now there is a Laplace transformation of the solution. Laplace transformation of the solution of the initial value problem is the unit step function. Okay, u minus t3, it is a unit step function. So we need to solve this equation and we need to find the Laplace transformation of that particular equation. Okay, so let's take the equation is what? Y is double dash plus 9y is equals to 9ut minus 3. Okay, let's say I'm doing that on another page because we need to do some calculations here. See, what is your equation? Y, just see one's equation is what? Y double dash plus 9y is equals to 9 ut minus 3. This is the unit step function, t minus 3 is. Okay, let's say I am doing Laplace both the side. So if I am taking Laplace of y double dash, can I say that it is simply ys square ys minus s y0 minus y dash 0. If I am taking Laplace of y, this is Laplace of y, so it is ys, and if I am taking Laplace of u, t minus 3. Okay, actually this is a unit step function and t minus a, so at the place of a there is 3, so it's what? It's simply e to the power minus as. So here we need to write minus 3s upon s. Okay, now in the question it is given that at y0 it is 0, y dash 0 is also 0. So y0 is 0, y dash 0 is also 0. Okay, so just see here, if we are finding Laplace of this one, Laplace of y double dash plus 9y, and this side Laplace of 9u t minus 3. Okay, so Laplace of this s square ys minus s y0, y0 is 0 and y dash 0 is also 0, so this term is going to 0 here. So plus 9 Laplace of y is what? This is ys is equals to, there is 9, Laplace of unit function is what? So you can write it as simply e to the power minus 3s upon s. Just so the function ys is what? 9 e raised to minus 3s upon s. We can send that to the like this. That would be your answer. So this would be the answer number 4. Now let's see question number 47. You need to take an integration of cos square 4x from minus pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2. Okay, minus pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2. So cos square 4x, can I say that if we are going to change that to the cos square 4x, 1 plus cos 8x, 1 plus cos 8x divided by 2. Just put that value here. So integration of 1 plus cos 8x divided by 2 dx. Okay. So here what we can say? We can take an integration of 1 by 2 dx separately plus integration of cos 8x dx separately. Okay. Limit, as we can see, this is minus pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2. So for this it is simply x. So 1 by 2 x, limit minus pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2. Okay. Integration of that cos 8x is what? Sin 8x by 8. So plus sin 8x by 8, and limit is from minus pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2. Okay. Now just put up that value. So on solving this, 3 pi by 2 minus pi by 2, so it become pi, and this is become what? On solving this, we can say that this become what? Pi. Plus, when we are solving this, it gives you what? 0. So on solving that, your answer is what? Pi. You can go with first answer. Pi is your answer. Simply you need to put the value and you can get the answer. Question number 48. You need to find out, there is a Fourier series expansion function fx is given to you. You need to find out the value of a3. There are 4 options. You need to find what would be the correct answer for the coefficient a3. See here. So if this is, so the generalized Fourier series expansion for this is what? If you want to find the coefficient an, it's simply 1 by pi integration from 0 to pi x cos nx. Now we need to find the value of 3. So this is become 3x dx. Okay, you need to solve this particular equation only. Okay, so when you are going to solve this, it gives you the answer minus 2 by 9 pi. You need to take an integration of x cos 3x. Okay, so lots of question we did already. To do this type of questions, you need to simply put the limit from 0 to pi. You got the answer minus 2 by 9 pi. So just remember that point, and your answer is what? It's 4th one. Now the question number 49. The value of b1 for the Fourier series expansion fx. So it is what? X plus x into sine x. Fourier series expansion is given to you what? It is x sine x. Okay. So if you are finding the value of nth term, just remember that formula for this. It is 1 upon pi. Limit is, you can see that the given limit is what? It is from 0 to 2 pi. So 0 to 2 pi function fx sine nx dx. You need to find the value of b1. So b1 is what? It's simply 1 by pi integration from 0 to 2 pi fx is what? It is x sine x. So x sine x into the value of n is what? It is also sine x dx. Okay. So you need to simply take an integration of 1 by pi integration from 0 to 2 pi x sine square x dx. Okay. Just you need to evaluate this and you got the answer pi. Okay. So again it is integration. So in the Fourier series, the previous question we need to do integration. In this question we need to do integration and you got the answer what? It's pi. Let's move to the last question. The period of function fx sine pi x by 3. We need to find the period of this. Okay. So let's see how we can find out the period of this. So if we are, the standard equation, if we are having function fx equals to sine ax. Okay. So for this, if you want to find the period of this function, so period of the function is 2 pi by a. 2 pi by a. Now we can see that what is the value of a here? A is pi by 3. So period is 2 pi by 3. Pi to pi cancel, you got answer 6. Simply you can go with the last option. 6 is your answer. Are you getting that point? So these are the 50 questions from the mathematics. I hope this session is clear to all of you. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care.